What's up, y'all? What's up? I am back with another video, and today we are doing Chiron in Taurus. And as you can see, I am wearing green today because this is actually my fiance's wound. So he told me that I had to wear green today to present the Taurus because Taurus is a earth sign. So of course I had to do that. And the shirt says also, know your worth, then add tax, because it kind of connects with the wound that Taurus shares. So let's get into it. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all that it is so hard for me to do these videos because, like, I am not a speaker and I'm trying to be so professional and talk, but like, that's not me for real. Like, I talk normal. I can talk professional, but I don't know. This is I wanna talk like normal. Okay? So we're gonna but that was for me, y'all. That was a disclaimer for me because I have a problem with expressing myself, and that is literally my wound. So once I get to my wound, which is Chiron and Leo, you will hear all about that wound. Okay. But anyway, let's get into it. So, what is Chiron? Now, I'm going to make a video about Chiron so I can just direct people to that because I don't want to repeat the same thing over and over before explaining that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to waste y'all time. Let's just get into it. But I'm just going to say a little preview. So, Chiron is often an overlooked minor planet in our birth chart. And Chiron represents our core wound, okay? And once it's alchemized, it becomes basically like our greatest gift to the world, you know? So that's why it's so important to understand what is that wound. What wound do you have that can become your gift so you can become your best self? Wouldn't you want to know that wound? I sure the hell would. Okay, so with Chiron in Taurus, the wounding is security. And the gift from that wound is actually nurturing and creativity. Very interesting. So when your Chiron falls in Taurus, there is a deep wounding around love and affection. You may have not received the deep love and nurturing you needed from your parents growing up. Security can be an issue as well, which can lead to numbing and self-indulging. You are here to connect deeper into your divine feminine and nature to help you activate a space of security and help you step deeper into your power. Wow. Very powerful, very powerful, very powerful. I can definitely relate to this because, of course, I am literally in a relationship with someone who has this wound. And it's a very hard placement to have, especially since his sun sign is in Taurus. So his sun sign is Taurus, and his wound is being a Taurus. So with Chiron in Taurus, the wound is to your sense of self-worth. Literally, know your worth and add tax to it. And body, which may manifest in the following ways. Like deep insecurity rooted in the body. Like you might not feel confident about your body and how you look, and just how you feel about yourself when you look in the mirror. You might not feel that worthy enough. Loss of safety and security. So because Taurus is a earth sign, and it's all about material comfort, beauty. It's all about those things. When you have that wound, you actually have the fear of losing those things. That safety and that security that Taurus actually brings. You actually have a fear of losing that stuff once you obtain it. You find it hard to trust in the abundance of life. This may be like you may find it hard to manifest, to actually speak things to life that may be possible for you, because of whatever wound from your childhood, you know, because you weren't really probably allowed to imagine or, mesmerize and think like that, that imagination world, because that's where you actually create reality, is in imagination. Believe it or not. This, you might have a problem manifesting with holding on and clinging to possessions and or people, because Taurus is placed is a it's a placement where, their sense of security is so important. So they have a problem with holding on to things, because Taurus is all about materialism, like they like things. So in this placement, when the Chiron is in Taurus, you will kind of hold on to people or things that you probably shouldn't, probably aren't good for you, but you kind of fear losing the security and the safety. So you hold on and cling to things and people that's probably not great for you. This also can show in tendency to devalue yourself and life in general. That's very interesting. Taurus people are very kind, very nice. So sometimes they may like put everybody else before them and forget self, you know? Like literally, like because they just want everybody around them to be great and to be balanced, because Taurus it's a planet is people who are very balanced, that really brings a sense of security in your life. So when they have a wound here, they're not able to balance that out. It's harder for them because they more worried about doing it for others, but they forget about themselves. The other thing that they may have, a problem manifesting because of their self-worth, may be through money, because Taurus rules materialism and money, and so like it can be hard for them to spend money, or maybe they might spend money too much. It just really all depends on how you grew up. So it's just looking at that and paying attention and seeing truly, and ask yourself, like, really, which one do I fall in at? And then looking at that and then working from there. That's the whole point. The whole point of knowing this stuff and knowing this information is so it can help you, so you can be conscious about your daily life and your decisions, your words, your actions. The more you are careful with your words, your actions, your life just becomes better. You start attracting positive things. You start attracting positive people. You start attracting positive events that's actually aligned with your vibration. So Chiron in Taurus reflects a wound of neglect. At some point in life, they felt that they didn't get enough of something, whether it was material things or emotional, mental, or spiritual attention. So because of that, it can come up as insecurity in that department.
Don't forget to subscribe. The love is so appreciated. Thank you.
It's so interesting because once you heal this wound, you are actually going to become nurturing and very creative. And it's very true because I see it in my fiance. And of course, we all have things that we're still working on, but he have found a way to, because he went through his spiritual awakening and conscious journey, of course, before me, and he is older than me. So he found a way already to kind of work on that, especially before he met me. And I can tell because he's definitely a lot more balanced than I am. Like, I am literally just starting. And it's hard for me to admit that because yeah, like my placements are very interesting. So it's hard for me to admit that. So he's gonna be very happy when he sees this video. It's taken a while for me to say that. So it's true, he does have experience in some stuff. And I will say, although this is his wound, he does a pretty good job at still being an awesome nurturer. But then again, his moon is in Virgo, so it's just not fair. His whole chart is literally grounding, earthy, and very well spoken, like well mannered, communicator. And then y'all, my chart is literally like fire. It's like Aries, Scorpio. It's like fire and water. and his is like earth and air. So and it's funny because my sun sign is in Scorpio and his sun sign is in Taurus, and because we're literally the opposites, like total opposite. So when I tell you that we learn from each other, we learn from each other. And from learning from each other, we learn how to bring all that together so that can actually work, because that's what divine feminine and divine masculine is all about, is actually finding the strength and weaknesses within each other and then mashing them and then creating a masterpiece, right? That's the whole point. So it's amazing to see that his gift is already happening, because it's in nurturing. Like he's literally more nurturing than I am, because I'm still healing and I'm still learning how to connect my divine feminine. He's literally more nurturing than I am. Like he's the one who comes and asks me, do I want a hug, or just hugs me. Like I still don't know how to do that. I am definitely learning, and he's teaching me. You know, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, because I don't know who else would be able to teach me that. So Taurus and Chiron, you guys shouldn't deny the pleasures in life. You need to learn how to value yourself a lot more, because of the wound growing up, you tend to kind of value things according to the world, what they value. So it's important to sit with yourself, find out, what do you truly value. So you guys were born to literally love and be loved. But first, you have to learn how to love yourself and value yourself, so that so you can start attracting that, you know. So I'm going to give you a little tip in what type of careers for people who have Chiron in Taurus, like what type of fields that works best for them. So these type of placement with this wound, the gift ends up being something like helping people when it comes to their finances and their sense of self-worth, working as a financial advisor, self-help coach, or any profession that allows you to help people manage their finances, or helping people who've experienced financial insecurity. Like that ends up being like your natural gift once you work on your wound. And it's so true, y'all, because my fiance is literally amazing at financial, at like that's just his thing. That's what he do. Great at self-help coaching. Literally, like he's amazing with numbers. Like his thing, that's his literally like his gift. And you can tell he worked on his wound. So just a little great tip to know if this falls for you, like if just looking at your life. So I feel like that is a good place to stop this video. I hope that was good information for you. Chiron falls in Taurus. Next, we will be doing Chiron in Gemini. Chiron in Gemini will be my next video. I hope I'll see you at the next video. Have a good night.